The 7th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day takes place on Saturday, August 3rd. The event attracts thousands of volunteers who participate in community service and improvement projects throughout the city. Arise Detroit is signing up participants right now, so take a look.
Rise Detroit, show your community pride. Get your church, block club, community group, or business and join us for the 7th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, Saturday, August 3rd, in neighborhoods all over Detroit. Thousands of volunteers will be doing community service projects of all kinds. Register today at www.arisedetroit.org. That's www.arisedetroit.org. Or call 313-921-1955. Join us for Detroit's great new tradition, Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day.
Joining me now is Luther Keith, the Executive Director of Arise Detroit, along with Jennifer Rood, who's the Communications and Marketing Coordinator at Vanguard Community Development Corporation. Welcome to American Life Journal. Luther, I would be remiss in not saying that you are one of the most positive people I know in Detroit. I mean, every time I see you, you are working and talking about how to make this city better. And this event is a great example.
It is, Stephen. You know, we sometimes lose sight of the fact of the more hopeful, positive elements that still are a big part of the fabric of this community. And we're just pleased to be our 7th annual Rise Detroit Neighborhoods Day. We think is a unique tradition that Detroiters are embracing. It's an opportunity where we bring people of all races, creeds, colors to come together in neighborhoods all over this way in a spectacular way. And it's not just a party, it's a way where people can make a difference. And it's not just about one day, it's about what people do throughout the year. But I like to say it's like the birthday for Detroit neighborhoods. And this day, we celebrate the work that they do throughout the year, because before and after they are working. But on this day, you can say, wow, what a great community we have of people coming together. So we're excited about it. And again, thanks for giving us this opportunity.
And so what Neighborhoods Day, tell me about some of the activities that
literally, Stephen, almost every neighborhood in Detroit. And some folks confuse it with the cleanup day. It's not just a cleanup day, though. We have lots of cleanups. Last year we did more than 50. But basically, last year we had about 200 events. We had people adopting and doing community service projects at schools. We had people, cleaning up neighborhoods, planting gardens, literally building houses from scratch. We had concerts, health fairs, back to school events, scholarship, signing up for scholarship applications for high school students, all across this community. And this year, we're going to go to a new level with an exciting new project that we're going to be talking about, where we will literally be deploying thousands of volunteers over like 50 blocks in a Detroit neighborhood for a week leading up and concluding on the Neighborhoods Day weekend. So it's a great way for people to be involved, and we want people to be part of it. In our local media, like you've given us opportunity here to really celebrate this, because this is something that Detroit can be proud of, and it's driven and done by people in the community. Luther Keith doesn't tell people what to do. Arise Detroit does not tell people. People sign up because they believe that there's hope, and they have not given up on the city. And so we want to celebrate that and have as many people as we can be part of it.
Yeah. So Jennifer, Vanguard's role in this is probably a big day for you guys too, right?
Yes, it's a big day. It's a big week as well, leading up to it, working with Life Remodeled, and just looking to beautify the neighborhood and do as best as we can with all the volunteers that are going to be coming through. We're going to try to mobilize residents in the neighborhood to help out as well whenever they can.
Sure.
You know, make them aware of what's going on so they're not surprised when there's however many people that show up in their neighborhood throughout the week. And, you know, just try to get them involved and engaged, and, you know, really make it a team effort, and focus on not just, you know, what Life Remodeled, you know, what their vision is, but also how it can work for, you know, our needs and our purposes in the North End neighborhood.
And talk a little more about the neighborhood you're talking about. It's North End and Life Remodeled, what that is.
Yes, the North End is a historic neighborhood in Detroit, which is just
right in the center.
Right in the center. It's bounded by Woodward 75, the border of Highland Park at the north, and approximately Grand Boulevard to the south. So Life Remodeled is the larger organization that's going to be doing a lot of things during the week leading up to, or Arise Detroit's Neighborhoods Day on Saturday. So they are going to come through on both sides of Woodward actually and help with boarding up homes, building homes, cleaning up vacant lots, beautifying, whatever they can do in that amount of time. So individuals will be working from 8 in the morning till 8 in the night, and they're going to be coming from all over, local businesses, local churches, both within the Detroit community and within the larger Metro Detroit community as well.
And that neighborhood is one of the places that the mayor sort of decided that he was going to really focus on with his early Detroit Works project. Tell me about some of the things that are going on in that neighborhood. Are you guys seeing a difference? Are things moving forward there?
Yes, things are moving forward. I mean, Vanguard definitely has, been in that neighborhood for 19 years now. It was an organization started by Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church. So he saw a need, that had to be filled within that community, and Vanguard has done a very good job of filling that need over the years. So currently we have a few different initiatives going on in addition to partnering with Luther Keith and Arise Detroit and Life Remodeled. We have another initiative called Restore North End, where we will be going into some of the more stable blocks within the neighborhood and just really trying to make them a bit more appealing and just kind of make it more of a sustainable type situation for the residents within those neighborhoods, and just making it, giving it a little bit of a boost and hoping that it'll kind of spread out from there a bit more. So.
Yeah, I mean, what she's talking about sounds familiar to anybody, I think, who lives in the city. That's the story in every neighborhood.
Right. Well, see, the thing to remember is that for all of the development downtown, and we applaud that until you get the neighborhoods right, you really don't have a viable city.
That's the city, right.
Right, and so what the great thing about this is that we have people making stands for Detroit all over this city, and what I call the real heroes of some of these neighborhoods. And we have these events in some of the most challenged neighborhoods and some of the most affluent neighborhoods of Detroit. But all these people are connected to a common vision. We want a better community. Not only that, we're willing to work to create a better community. As I often said, my mother says, Jesus Christ may be coming, but he's probably not coming tonight. And so therefore, we all need to.
So we got to get to work.
We got to get to work. And that's what's great, Steve. We have a Ravendale community and University Commons and St. Mary's Luce Block Club in Northeast Detroit, and Little Churches. Second Ebenezer, in fact, is going to do its own event at Second Ebenezer Church, but Antioch Church of Christ and Bethel Baptist East, and little storefronts and little businesses, big and small, all over the city. And it's an amazing thing to see. We like to call this Detroit's great new tradition. And much in the way that we celebrate River Days and all the great events downtown, and I love those. But let's give these folks in these neighborhoods
let's
a hand.
Get them
and I want to think that one of the things at Rise Detroit that we've tried to do, and hopefully we've had some impact, is what Neighborhoods Day has done. It's made, or assisted rather, the local media, when they want to find stories about people doing things, make a difference in Detroit. On this day, you can find them everywhere. Matter of fact, when we first
all over.
Matter of fact, when we first started, the station manager called me and said, "Luther, tell us where to go. You got too many things going on." And that's the exact point that. Sometimes the flip gets scripted to where we think bad things are the things that happen in Detroit all the time.
Sure.
And there's a saying that you hear a lot, God is good, and people answer all the time. Well, I like to say good things are happening in Detroit all the time.
That's
and
good.
They are. And so we have to work on our challenges. We can't have an ostrich approach to our problems. But we need to get more people engaged in the solution and celebrate our victories. We do have victories in this town. Yeah. And a lot of people are figuring it out. That's why you're seeing, quite frankly, a lot of the business investment. These people have figured it out that things are happening. We're on the cusp of greatness again in this city. What's so great about Neighborhoods Day, these are the people who didn't have to have a businessman or a politician to tell them.
To tell them to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
And that we can create something for the future. So it's a great testament to the heart and soul of this community. And we want everybody to be part of it, and they can be if they go to our website, if I may, and register their organization to participate, or be a volunteer at www.arisedetroit.org. Or give us a call at 313-921-1955 and be part of it, because we think it's a great thing for Detroit. And quite frankly, forums like yours are a big part of making that day a success. And again, I want to thank you for giving us this opportunity.
I'm glad you guys came. We've got about 2 minutes left. You mentioned this split or dichotomy, I guess, between downtown and midtown and the neighborhoods, which I think anybody who lives here sees on a daily basis. Give me some idea of what you think government or business can do to make some of what's going on in downtown matter in the neighborhoods. We talk about that all the time, but I never know exactly what it is we're thinking.
Well, I think one of the things I think you're going to see, because we're going to be making some announcements about this, one of the things you have to see is bring some of that visibility, and this is why, quite frankly, where some of our media can help us too, to the neighborhoods when they do
so
this.
People see.
Right, and to that, and quite frankly, I think everybody can't live downtown and midtown.
Right.
I happen to live in a neighborhood, a very fine neighborhood, and there are other neighborhoods in Detroit as well. But I think government needs to focus on one thing, or several things, but one of it is people ask me, what do Detroiters and neighborhoods need? They need help. Yeah. And so what can we do with our zoning regulations and cutting red tape and being more responsive? And we are a non-political organization. We don't get involved in debates about Kevin Norton, this or that. But we know that whoever is governing the life of the people in the neighborhoods of Detroit have to be, we have to do more to improve the quality of life there. And so I think we have to make the decisions downtown so they help everybody all over town.
All over. Okay. Well, that's going to have to be the last word. Thank you guys for being here. Good luck with the event.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. We'd love to hear what you thought about today's show and get your ideas for future shows. Connect with us on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll see you next time on American Black Journal.